Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and my trails. So last episode I covered me making a little step down and I built the lip of the first jump that I'm gonna do. And so now it's time for the landing. I think I'm gonna probably put the landing somewhere like right here and have it just a bit stepped up. And hopefully I can do some tricks on it and stuff. So let's get right into it. The first step to do was cut out all the sagebrush. For some reason in this section of where I'm building, the sagebrush is really easy to remove. But after that, I got to the part that takes the longest, which is cutting out the grass squares. The thing that I really like about the grass squares is they take up a lot of space when building a jump. And once you get all of them in the right place and throw dirt on it, it's pretty compactable. If you're looking at the jump and wondering if I put the landing a bit too far, I didn't really show in my last video how much speed you get from the small step down, but you get a lot of it, so I knew I was gonna have to put this landing a lot further back than I normally do. Also, about every 20 minutes I would water the lip of the jump. When I was building the flow trail, I didn't water and compact the jumps enough. I paid the price for it, so I'm making sure I compact this stuff really good now. After I got all the grass squares from the middle of the jump, I moved on to the front of it. The landing is looking pretty good right now. I'm gonna add 2.5 feet to it probably, and then by tomorrow, hopefully it is able to ride. And I am pretty sure that I'm gonna have enough speed for it because when I hit the step down, I'm flying and I'm going pretty fast. I've already jumped it without the landing and I've gotten my front wheel to like right here, so I should easily be able to get over it. But I'm gonna head into the next day and I'm gonna dig some more. The next day, my goal was to get the landing stacked up 2 feet higher, so I wanted to be able to hit it. After about 30 more minutes of stacking all the grass squares, I finally got them in the right area. And then it was time to throw some dirt on it. I started by taking the dirt from the middle and then putting it on the landing. In my opinion, this is the easiest part. The dirt here is really easy to dig, but it does stay in kind of the shape that you dig it in, so you have to break it up a little bit. I just got all the dirt on the landing. It's going to be a bit of a right hip, but now I'm going to compact it. Going into this, I knew I wasn't going to be able to fully compact it. I just wanted it so I can ride it when I land and my tires don't sink in a lot. So I compacted it in the area where I thought I was going to land. I just threw some water on it and did the rest with the shovel. I just got done with the landing. I didn't compact it a lot. I just compacted it enough so that I can ride it. But if anything goes wrong, then I can just move it back or something. And but I think it's going to work out. It's a slight bit of a right hip, so I'm going to have to whip a little bit, but I should be fine. I just made the run up a little bit more longer, so I'm going to wait for the landing to dry and then I'm going to send it. Now that I'm all warmed up, I'm going to finally send this thing. The landing's not very compact, but I should be fine if I land on it. But I'm going to send this thing right now, so let's hope I have enough speed. Going into this, I was pretty nervous. I didn't know if I built the jump right. It definitely didn't help that my friend said I was going to eat it, but there's only one way to find out. Wow, that lip was very kicky. I cleared it by quite a bit. That was actually pretty good. But now I'm just gonna actually try to hit the jump normal because I was kind of bending my elbows and I didn't really have much movement. That had to be the kickiest lip I have ever hit. You go from going downhill straight into a little uphill, and it almost sent me over the bars the first time I hit it. If I didn't have my elbows bent, I definitely would have gone over the bars. After that, I was getting a lot more comfortable with it, and I was able to throw some whips on it. But it didn't give me the height I wanted. When beginning on this line, I knew I wanted the jumps to be tall and steep. There's kind of a good news and bad news situation here. The good news is that this jump is actually really fun to whip, and it is pretty big. But the bad news is that this is the worst jump ever. You can see that there's a huge rut, and that's from me hitting him with so much speed. This jump was rock solid, as you can see right here. And I don't know, I just didn't build it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna flatten this, and then right here, I'm gonna start building like a better lip. Hopefully it can end here. And that I can get this filled in and make it flat so it's not as kicky. But this was a really kicky jump, so I'm gonna make it to like 2 feet or maybe 1.5 feet above the original jump. I'm gonna stack this landing up and dig it down a little bit, and then that should be perfect. I kind of missed a day of digging and I wasn't able to dig as much as I am normally able to, but In next episode, I'm gonna stack up this landing and I'm gonna make this bigger. And then hopefully second jump there, at least the lip of it. If you guys have any advice on how I can improve my YouTube videos, I'd really appreciate it. But if you guys watched till the end, thank you for doing so, and I'll see you next time.